Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. For those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, it's where you lot in the comments run the show, people. The citizens of the city of Sarcasm run the show, and you get to ask us any sporting question, people. So get your questions in early, people. It's any sport, past or present. So it can be football, it can be basketball, it might be boxing, it may be NFL, whatever sport you want to ask about, people. So like I said, get your questions in the comments. We've already hit double figure likes, so salute to you lot already. That's the way we need to be moving at the start of every stream. Hit double figure likes as I'm introducing whatever show it is that I'm on. So yeah, let's get up to 20 likes. Let's double that, people. 20 likes is the next mark, and subscriber check as well. We're currently at 4,930. So we're looking for 6 more subscribers during this live stream. We're looking to get to 4,940. We're looking to be 60 away from 5K. So if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, Sarcasm City TV. And of course, because it is the Q&A, if you are a member of the channel, your comments and questions take priority like a super chat. That is one of the perks. So I don't want to see anybody complaining about me ignoring their questions. I'm not. If I'm ignoring you, I would let you know. I wouldn't just ignore you. So yeah, make sure you click the membership, check out all of the perks on the membership. But like I said, if you see the green usernames and you see me going to the same names, there's a reason for that. And it is the last Wednesday of the month. So that's why Steve is here in the building. He is a Sarcasm City General. And this is one of the perks of the membership, is to get on the channel. What are you telling me, Steve? You good?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. What about you?
Oh, bless, man. A little bit tired, but I'm good. Glad Manchester United won as well, as you can see from the title, people. Marcus Rashford scores again as Manchester United win versus Nottingham Forest. So I'm sure there'll be questions on that. I'm sure there would have been much more questions if Manchester United would have lost 3-0 rather than won 3-0. But here we are. Timo is also in the building as well. Yes, Timo, what are you telling me? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Calm.
Hold on. See, I know why you put me in the bottom. Look at the top row. Future finalists. Bottom row, last year's finalists.
It's not even to do with that. The reason why I put Steve top row is because he's a member. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That being said, you're a member of the channel, but because you're here so often anyway, it makes no difference. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, link is.
I'm envy of both of your clubs, you know, because I want to be in that semi-final, man. I'm envy right now.
You got the FA. Well, you know the FA Cup. You got the Champions League. You might reach the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Hopefully, man. We got an easy tie.
Do you think you're getting past Dortmund?
I think so.
I don't see it.
See, there you go. So you got ample time. Big up to my guy Eddie in the cut as well. Eddie, if you want the link, let me know as well. I'll send it over to you. Totally up to you.
We got more drink. Don't worry, man.
Get in here, Eddie. Come on, man.
But big up to Eddie, man. Yeah, Eddie knows he's more than welcome. He says Big Steve in the building. He also says Tebow as well. Like I said, you lot get your questions in. This is Steve here. That this again, people. Reason why Steve's on this Q&A, because he is a member of the channel. So this is one of the many great perks, people. Smash the likes, lads and lasses. Yes, Lucky Singh says it was a controlled performance in the second half. We needed more tempo in our play. Yeah, I agree with that. And I'll get more into that tomorrow when I do the Man United podcast. I'll discuss that more. Big up Clutch, who says big up to you. It was a controlled performance, which I shouted in the ground because players were getting lazy. Oh, you was there. All right, big up to you, Lucky. Big up to Raymond as well, who says, yo, large up to you. We've already got the 1 new subscriber, so salute. We're looking for 5 more. You know what I'm saying? Subscriber check. Also, if you want to be a moderator of the channel, let me know. I'm putting together a mod squad, people. Looking for like a squad of 10. And another thing as well, everybody who's blocked. Oh, you want to be involved? All right, cool. Yeah, calm. So now it's 4 or 5, I think, with Steve now. And everybody who was blocked from the channel as well is now unblocked. Everybody. So everyone's free from the jail in it. So everybody who was blocked has been unblocked. But while we wait for the questions while we wait for some questions to come in, we'll go to you, Steve, actually, because Timo already mentioned it. Your club, Newcastle United, won 1-0 away at Southampton. So your thoughts on the performance, number 1, thoughts on the second leg, 2, and thoughts on the potential final between your club and my club, Manchester United. So 3 questions in 1.
Yeah. So your first question was thoughts on performance.
Thoughts on the performance in the first leg.
Oh, right. Honestly, man, we could have had what you had today. a 3-0 win, and the second leg we could have played maybe a few of the role players, squad, whatever the hell you want to call them. The not the first choice team. So a bit annoyed about that, but ultimately, I'm in no position to complain. I've never seen Newcastle United in a cup semifinal. It's been 18, 17 years or something. I've only been a fan for about 6, 7. So I'm over the moon. I'm buzzing. I'm just glad we got the win. I don't see Southampton scoring 2 at St. James's Park, but crazy things have happened. So I'm sure Eddie's got a full week to prepare for the game. I'm sure we'll take care of business. We can even do another 0-0 since we love doing those. Another clean sheet for Nick Pope. I mean, sign me up right now. I would absolutely take it in a heartbeat. But it was just, I don't know if you watched the game, if either of you guys did.
I did a watch along for it, so I'm gonna give my thoughts on the game after you.
Yeah, it was. I thought we played well the majority of the game. I think only for about 15 to 20 minutes, Southampton, they were the ones initiating attacks and having some control possession in our area, but they never really looked like scoring except right after we scored, which is actually when you're at your most vulnerable. You're at your most vulnerable when you score a goal or concede, because you're either too fired up that you scored or you're too fired up that you conceded. It's double-edged sword. So, but other than that, we were sound. So that's all. That's I was happy about the win. Yeah, could be a little bit greedy. I think Joe Willock's got to finish some of those chances. Just get him on target at least. I can forgive a crossbar. I can forgive a hit the post. I can forgive a, you shot it too close to the goalkeeper, and then I can just be like, well, you just got to pick a corner. Yeah. When you're kicking NFL field goals, bro, when you should be getting it on target, that's when it's like, oh my God. And on another day, that's going to haunt us. That is going to haunt us. And absolutely. That will be the reason why we don't get, if we get to the final and lose to you guys, it'll be because of stuff like that. If we don't get top 4 or something like that, which isn't a big deal, again, considering where we've been, that's going to be the difference. You got to get, when you're presented with such good opportunities, especially in the first 20 minutes. In the first 20 minutes, or probably 15 actually, I thought that we could just do whatever we wanted to Southampton. They looked open, scattered. Leon Sao was doing stupid fouls. So it could have gone better ultimately. The performance, though, I was happy about. We just needed the win. We needed the win for nerves. Yeah. Wow. I hope that answers your first question. What was the second, bro?
No, it did. Before we continue, you did. Again, only at 15 likes, 5 more people. Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's get up to 20 likes, man. Let's get up to 20 likes. I know there's just under 30 of you lot now locked in, and I know all 30 of you lot have not hit the like button. So hit that like button as soon as you land. Let's get up to 20 likes. That is the next milestone. We're looking for 5 more subscribers as well to get us up to 4,940. So then we would be 60 away from that 5K mark. So let's do so. There's a couple new people just joined. Hit that like button as soon as you land. Subscribe if you haven't as well. Second question was, how are you looking? You kind of mentioned it, but how are you looking in the second leg? How are you looking at it?
Clean sheet, and we're through. And we're very good at keeping clean sheets. We haven't conceded a goal in the Premier League since we went away to Southampton way back in early November. So we haven't, and besides that, the only time we conceded goals was in the FA Cup, and that was our second string squad. So and Nick Pope wasn't even in net. Maybe he makes one of those saves, you never know. So that's the thing I'm feeling really good about, right? A clean sheet and we're in. It don't even matter if we score. But I think we'll score, and I think we'll probably keep a clean sheet. So I'm feeling pretty good. This is the thing with Newcastle, though, Floss, and you're older than me, so you've seen more of Newcastle bottling stuff. When stuff looks like when we get more and more successful, people are gonna throw the Spurs tag on us when we have this $1 billion squad in 5-10 years. They're gonna be, there's some parallels with Spurs and Newcastle in terms of bottling. Because what did we do in the 90s under Keegan and all them? Bottled. bottled the league in '96.
Was it nice?
Above you guys, we had something like a
12-point lead.
Yeah, 12-point lead going into Christmas, and historically, it was like almost every single team had, almost 100% success rate and then winning the league. But then I think there was I watched this documentary on that season. We lost away to West Ham, and I think from there on out, you guys just kept winning and winning and winning, and we just kept throwing away points for fun. So that's the thing I am being cautious about. So, but I feel generally pretty good about it. But I think you guys are in the final.
Yeah, we definitely in the final.
We got one leg. We got one leg in the final. Half. We got half of it. So
we definitely in 100%. We in the final. We've hit 20 likes, people. So big up to you lot. Milestone hit 30 likes. We're looking for 10 more now. There's over 30 of you lot locked in. So if everybody who is locked in hits the like button, it'll be at 30 likes, people. And share this across all of the socials as well. Try to get as many people in here as possible. You can go to my socials, Sarcasm City TV socials, Twitter, Instagram. Retweet and like, share, all that good stuff. Get your questions in, especially members as well. Get your questions in. In regards to your game, yeah, you dominated against Southampton. The 1-0 flattered them more than it flattered you. Like you mentioned, the Joe Willock, a couple of chances. Joe Linton had a chance. There was a couple other opportunities where if you played the correct final ball, you would have been in. Southampton offered nothing and showed why they are bottom of the league. There was the Che Adams chance. That was legit it. I would be absolutely. I think it would be an absolute miracle if Southampton get past you lot in the second leg. I don't see. Never mind them scoring 2 goals. I don't see them scoring 1, but keeping you lot out.
Right.
Like I said, they're bottom of the league for a reason. I want to be wrong on this, by the way, people. I said I would rather play Southampton in the final.
You had Southampton in a Carabao Cup final 7-ish years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So
that's why Mourinho when you won it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at it. And would Newcastle be a tough game? Absolutely. Would I still expect Manchester United to win? Yes. But Newcastle are a much, much, much tougher opposition and proposition than Southampton. Give me Southampton in that cup final. I want to be wrong, but to me, Manchester United already made it through today. Our performance was very workmanlike. I said I want to see a 2+ goal margin. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? And we got 3 goals. Kind of flattered us. We were workmanlike. That's what I'd say about Manchester United. We weren't great. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't pretty on the eye, but we just did a very workmanlike job and limited Forest. They had the goal ruled off for offside, and that was it. With a set piece specialist like Ward-Prowse Flawless, don't completely rule Southampton out of scoring. I will completely rule them out of scoring. Yes. Because they have to get the ball. They have to win free kicks in and around Newcastle's box. I don't see them getting forward. How many shooting opportunities did Ward-Prowse have in the first game? None. He had 0.
The best chance was Tucker, who was the recent signing from Vélez Sarsfield. He had a shot. It was in the first half, and it took a little dip, and Pope had to parry it. That was their best.
That was it. One thing that Ward-Prowse has is his set-piece delivery is very good, but one thing Newcastle do very well, and Steve will know this, they're a tall team. They defend set-pieces very well. I don't know the stats, but I'm guessing they're in the team that have conceded the least amount or from set-pieces. When I say set-piece, I'm talking corners and free kicks. Yeah. It takes away it takes away one of Southampton's greatest assets. But Southampton are a shocking side. They're bottom of the league for a reason, people.
Yeah.
If they were good, they wouldn't be 20th.
Right.
Newcastle going to roll them over. I was there in that watch along, hoping Southampton can get something, but Southampton are not good. They're not. They have Ward-Prowse, yes, who is their outlet. He's the guy they look to. But other than that, that's it. But again, I want to be wrong. Give me a Southampton 2-0 win at St. James's, please. I'm on my knees for that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Please. I'm not really trying to see Newcastle are a problem in the final. Right. They're defensively well, and they have players who can hurt you going the other way.
In a moment like Isak. Isak won us the game against Fulham, and then the assist to Joe Linton played in Joe Linton for the easy goal to make it 1-0 yesterday. So Isak, for me, in that final, he's got to start if he keeps up putting up these goal contributions, goals, assists. What do you guys think of Isak? From what I've seen, I've only seen glimpses because he's been injured.
And I'm definitely going to watch some more of Newcastle this season. But from what I've seen, he seems like a promising, direct, quick, athletic. You know what I'm saying? Seems to have an eye for goal. Like, they're the things you need, especially in
I echo what Foster said. He just needs the game time. Plus, he just came back from the injury as well, so you just had to ease him in.
Yeah,
that's legit. It. And to Raymond here, who says, again, you lot continue to get your questions in. We are short of 30 likes. We're at 26. Let's get that up because it's 37 of you lot locked in. Get us to 30 likes, people. And subscribe again if you're new. Hit the notification bell. We're looking for 5 more new subscribers as well. Yeah. Raymond says, I'm just happy our club is playing better football. Yo, Raymond, I'm over the moon about it. And when I say Manchester United are playing better football, the way we are building up attacks is brilliant. The way we can have the ball in our defensive third and transition it through the middle third and into the opposition third, we're doing that consistently well. I see Manchester United do this week in, week out, game in, game out. The problem we have is when we get into the final third, is that our attacking players are not it. And I've been talking about this today. It was evident. It was evident against Arsenal, evident against Palace. 3 games where we got 3 different results, but it's all the same problems in terms of our attack not doing enough. I'm saying
you're literally 2 strikers away from challenging the league.
Yeah, we need 2 strikers. I think we need more, but that's an addition. I get what Timo's saying. I still think we need a 10. You still need 2 strikers. I agree with. I get what
he's saying. You got the manager for sure. You got the manager for sure, and that's the biggest piece of the puzzle.
Huh? So it's kind of like, but I like where we're heading. Like I said, the way we are building up, the way we are transitioning through the midfield, the way we're getting the ball into the final third. I like. The problem is when the ball is in the final third. Bruno received a lot of criticism today, even though he scored, and rightfully so. But that's Bruno, though. That's a Bruno game. He didn't play well today. He didn't play well away at Arsenal. He didn't play well away at Palace, but yet he got 2 goals in those 3 games. And this is what I'm talking about when people talk about goals and assists. If you look at that stats and on paper, Bruno scored 2 in the last 3 games as a number 10.
So he looks on fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Watch the games, people. This is Bruno.
Yeah.
This is Bruno is what I'm talking about and why I'm so critical of him. Because in games like Palace and Arsenal, when you need your number 10 to stand up and be counted, more often than not, he's found wanting. Even today, he wasn't good. I'm saying, and number 10s, not only can they play well, they make the other attackers play well, your 9s and your 2 wide players and your fullbacks. Do I need to see more from Eriksen? Yes. Do I need to see more from Anthony? Yes. Do I need to see more from Rashford? Yes. And when I say that, I'm talking about overall play, people. Like Rashford's doing well, scoring goals, and he's performing at a much better level than Bruno. But I still need to see more, even though he's got 10 and 10. But I'm not going to complain because if everyone was getting 10 and 10, we'd win. It wouldn't be about performances. We'd be winning every game.
Yeah.
So, that's how I look at it.
It's consistency. What Casemiro shows in your team. Yes. What Casemiro is, he has a high floor and a crazy high ceiling. A floor meaning that's your average performance. He's on average, a 7, 7.5. He don't go to 2s, 3s, 4s. No, exactly. A bad game is a 5.5, a 6. That's for his level, and that's the thing. You need more players in your team. That's what Arsenal. Their players this year are performing with a high floor and a high ceiling, and they're consistent. It's all about minimizing that. It's all as much as humanly possible. That's what the name of the game.
And that's why I always bang on about people like, why are you so harsh on players? Because consistency is what helps win you trophies. Yeah. Specifically, the Premier League. You need to be at 7 out of 10, 9 times out of 10 during the season. You can't be having too many bad games. You can't be. Right. That's what it is. If you look at whether it's Manchester United teams in the past that have won leagues, Timo's teams that have won leagues in the past, because Timo's here, we'll use Chelsea as an example. Their top players during them seasons were consistently good. When they had Costa and Fabregas and Hazard and Kante and like whoever, I can't remember who played at the back for them those seasons, but their players were consistently good. Yeah, like John, like Carvalho, the list goes on. Yeah, like consistently good. Same with Manchester United, whether it's Arsenal players of old, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's Manchester City. And that's the levels I want my team to aspire to. Yeah. Because then if you aspire to those levels, guess what? You're going to be in with a great chance of not only winning Premier League, also Champions League, also FA Cup, also League Cup. Before I continue, just under 50 of you lot locked in. Let's get up to 40 likes. We've gone past 30 likes. Next milestone, 40 likes, people. So let's hit the like button, because I know everyone here has not hit that like button. So make sure you do. And we're also looking for, I'm just refreshing it now, 4 more new subscribers. Is it 4? Let's see. Yes, we're looking for 4 more, because we're looking to get to 4,940 subscribers. We're 4 short. I know everyone here hasn't hit the subscriber button. So that's the subscriber check. Let's hit that milestone of the subscribers and 40 likes as well, because we're now at 33. So we're looking for 7 more people. Looking for 7 more. And I say, members, get your questions in. Obviously, you lot will take priority. You will. Chris says, I know, yeah, about they beat City. Oh, yeah, because they caught City on an off day. That wasn't Southampton's greatness. If Newcastle have an off day, yeah, Southampton can win. But I just don't see that happening whatsoever. Right. I want to be wrong, though.
We haven't had an off day. Oh, sorry. I was just going to real quick say, we haven't had an off day where we've lost since Sheffield Wednesday. And then the Liverpool. Those are 2 losses throughout the whole year, or the whole season so far. So, I mean, and it's also at home. I can't remember the last time we lost at home in any competition. I can't. I think Liverpool beat us 1-0, Naby Keita goal late last year. I think that's genuinely the last time any team has beat us at St. James's Park. No one's done it this year yet. So that's it's another thing to be confident about, but yeah. So
since Ronaldo was left, Rashford has 16 goals and assists in 15 games, and Bruno has 13 goals and assists in 15 games. That just adds into the argument that I was saying for the entire time Ronaldo was in. Ronaldo is not foil for anybody. Nobody thrives. You know what great players do? Make other players better.
Yeah.
Like, that's in any field or walk of life. That's a team sport or team anything. Take out team sport, people.
You are who you hang out with. Kind of
like you, like in content creator space, people. It's like, whoever you, I guarantee people, whoever your top 3 content creators are in sport, whether I'm in that or not, if you look at them, I guarantee if they have guests on, they make the guests better. They make great shows. Right. They're not terrible with other people. And that's what adds into why you like them so much. Right. If you're great at something and it's a team thing, take it out of sport, then you should make everybody else around you better. That's within anything. It's not individual. Yes. This is not boxing. This ain't tennis. This ain't darts. It's not an individual sport. It's not. Yeah. Like, and that was, these numbers here ain't a surprise to me. Guarantee if in them 15 games, Ronaldo was still here, Rashford don't have 16 goals and assists, and Bruno don't have 13 goals and assists. I guarantee that. Guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason my man's playing in Saudi Arabia. Is it Saudi? Yeah, it's Saudi Arabia. But yet, this is the same guy people wanted leading our title charge and said he's going to lead us to Champions Leagues. He's the reason. He's a major part of the reason why we got this Europa League games against Barcelona. But people don't want to talk about that. He's a major reason as to that. If you give us Weghorst, we're not playing those games. We top that group. Is it all on him? No. But does he play a major role in that? Yes. Because our attack, which is bad now, was worse with him.
Yeah.
Go watch them games, people. But, you know, I'm saying it. Loads of top European clubs are in for him. That's what people told me, innit? That's what I was told. No, jokers. Fucking jokers. It's not. Yo, there's 50 of you not locked in. Yo, 40 likes, man. We're 6 short. We're 6 short of 40 likes. That should not be happening. There's 50 of you lot locked in right now. Everybody's not hit that like button. Like check 1212, man. Get us up to 40 likes, people. How we 6 short? Subscribers as well. I know all 50 of you lot, somebody's new. We're only looking for 4 new subscribers to get us to the subscriber milestone. Hit that subscribe button. We're now at 35 likes. We're 5 short. Continue to share this across the socials as well. Get your questions in. It don't have to be on Manchester United. It don't have to be Newcastle. It may be something else, people. Flawless, don't you think you could overcome the problems with Bruno by getting the midfielders to support him? Bruno is similar to Ozil, where he can cause damage but needs to cater for.
I will say is,
I agree. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
I was just gonna. I just wanted to say Ozil, Bruno. I would have never compared them to, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
Nah, it's cool, man. Get off your chest. Respond. I'm gonna respond. Don't worry about it.
Bruno is similar to Ozil. In what way? In what way is he similar to Ozil? That's my question. But in terms of, don't you think you can overcome the problems with Bruno? Bruno's problems is he's got Casemiro and Eriksen. Isn't that good enough midfield support? But he's still having these kind of sketchy games.
Yeah,
but he gets the ball.
I think he's talking about also on top of what you're saying isn't wrong, but I think he's also talking about strikers and the wide players. I think he's talking about overall.
Yeah.
What I will say to this is I agree with the first part, Camille, and disagree with the second part. The first part I do agree with. If we get a better 9, if Anthony steps up or we get a better right winger and Rashford continues in his form, do we get a better Bruno? Yes, because then Bruno's surrounded by better players and we aren't as reliant on him. However, he's not similar to Ozil just in terms of the level. Bruno's not a good. I will cater for a player who's good. If a player can take me to the promised land, I'm all for catering for that player. You know what I'm saying? All great managers have catered for certain players at certain points because they know that's the player that's going to take them over the top. That's the player that's going to help you win trophies. That's the key man. That's the star man. But Bruno isn't that to me. He isn't even our best midfielder now. He's our worst when we have our first choice midfield, he's the worst midfielder to me. Ericsson's better, Casemiro's better.
I'd rather play Ericsson as the 10. If I were
better, Casemiro, I agree with you. I think Ericsson's a better 10.
Yeah.
I think he's a better 10. But
yeah.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Am I moving slow? You lot can hear me okay? Are we good?
Your video
good.
Bit. I don't know. Static, but yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah, as long as you can hear me, that's all. Don't worry about the visual. As long as you can hear, man, and that. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna jump out and jump back in actually beforehand.
Sure.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just seeing it there. That's why I'm moving a bit slow. Where it is. Malacia would have been a much better matchup for Saka, but I don't want to see Shaw up against the Dembele. I agree. Malacia would be. For them quick, direct wingers, Malacia, I believe, is a better fit because he's just more athletic. He's quicker than Luke Shaw, even though Luke Shaw has been in good form. So, yeah, I would go with Malacia up against the Dembele, Saka, those type of wingers. That's what I would
Dembele had a good game today, by the way, for Barca. I did a watch along on my channel for that. And Dembele, he scored the winner against Sociedad in the Copa del Rey. And the goal was kind of fluky, but performance-wise, Dembele was pretty damn good. So, yeah, you gotta be careful of him. But the problem always with Dembele is two things: fitness, consistency. That's what's up. That is why Barca were a bit iffy on giving him the contract extension. That's why he was rumored last summer, a bunch of these free agent moves. So would totally agree with that. Malacia for me. I like Malacia for me. I watched the Eredivisie a lot, and with Feyenoord, he was fantastic. I like the profile of Malacia much more than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, I think I know what I'm getting. He's not. His ceiling is not as high as Malacia's, and I don't think his floor is low. I think his floor is lower than Malacia. Malacia might have an error or two in him. That's just because he's just in the league. I've seen Luke Shaw for years. So, as a left center back, though, Luke Shaw is pretty decent. I actually like him more there than a left back, to be honest.
He played very well as a center back. I'm not gonna lie, you did. Eddie says, "Ain't no saving Bruno. He belongs in football hell." Jesus Christ, Eddie, man.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, Eddie. Come on, man.
Raymond says, "If the fee is under 10 mil, I'm thinking Weghorst as a squad player." I said this. I mentioned this, Raymond, in regards to me and Taz are actually spoken on this. And like Weghorst, I think if the deal is right, I would have minded him as third choice. And when I say third choice, I'm saying first choice striker, backup, then Weghorst. If that was the case, I'm with that. Because to me, we need 3 new strikers anyway. So if it was Weghorst and we went and signed 2 new strikers, cool. Because we all know we can't rely on Martial. We know this.
Just gonna get
go on.
Martial. Yeah, sorry, no. Martial's just gonna get injured. That's his fitness is Achilles' heel, literally. Like he can't stay fit for the life of him. You need, I would let go in the summer. And in terms of Wout Weghorst, remember, just because he's not like the flashiest, most brilliant player, Liverpool had Divock Origi for a few years as their third, second choice backup striker. Did well for Liverpool in moments. It don't have to be a super flashy. I mean, for God's sake, Martin Braithwaite was at Barcelona for years.
Jesus,
2-3 years. You know what I mean? Like, look at the top clubs. They, unless you're Man City or maybe even a Real Madrid, you're not going to have top class backups and top class third choice. So it's okay to have a Wout Weghorst as long as he's a third choice. Because they're clearly doing a good job.
So Eddie says Luke Shaw should only be a second choice centre back. You know what, Eddie? I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm not against the idea at all.
Yeah.
If it was Martinez and then Shaw backing that up, considering how Shaw played in those 2-3 games he did, I'm with it. It saves us having to go and sign another centre back. And if we did move on Maguire, then it would be Varane, Martinez, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, and another one. But then we'd need to go and sign a left back, I suppose, or you actually bring a left back through the youth ranks. But it's good to have. These are good headaches to have. These are good options and selection problems for Ten Hag, because for too long, as Manchester United fans, we've not spoken about that. So, yeah, I'm with it. And how many likes are we actually on again? Like check. People, still short. 3 short of 40. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Again, still 4 short of the subscriber mark as well. I know all of you lot who are locked in have not hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit up the likes as well, man. We're 3 short of the likes, 4 shorts on the subscribers. So let's hit the milestones, people. Let's go. Right. Where are we at? Mo says, apologize to Martial. Now, what did we say? Yeah, you lot gotta be more clear. Like I'm all for poking holes in arguments, but you man just can't say blank statements with nothing to back up. Let us know, Mo. Like,
I never said Martial is like a dickhead for not staying fit. It's probably not his fault. Like who wakes up? What professional footballer doesn't want to play football?
Well,
sounds like a Gareth Bale or something. You know what I mean? Like seriously, it's pretty rare to find a footballer like, oh, I don't really want to play. I'm gonna take an injury or get injured on purpose. Apologize for what?
Well, Flawless, would you rather be a third choice striker at United or first choice at a team in the Turkish league? Neither. I wouldn't want to be third choice, and I wouldn't be able to be first choice in the Turkish league. I'm trying to play at the highest level as first choice, so neither. Allow Ronaldo, man, he's going to win the league this season. What did I say wrong about Ronaldo, Ruger? Please let me know. What did I say? Martial demands his apology now. Don't question it. Question him on what? No. Again, you got to be more clear. I'm asking you. It's the last time I'm going to ask you. Don't question him on what. What have we questioned him on? Bear in mind, I'm a fan of Martial. But what have we questioned him on?
I've been a fan of him since he was at Monaco. I'm a Ligue 1 propagandist. I'm a huge fan. Like, it's not his fault. Ten Hag, if you listen to his press conferences too, he recognizes how important Martial is when he plays for you guys, because he offers something very important to your side. Like, you guys are not, I don't know about better compared to Wout Weghorst, but Weghorst is available a hell of a lot more in his career than Martial ever has been. That's the problem. I like Martial, but it's just, bro, he's injured all the time. I wouldn't take him in Newcastle for that reason.
Oh, you said he was trolling. All right, fair dues. You man trolling.
All right.
We're going to continue to get your questions in. I was confused. We got to tell you're trolling through the chat.
We got trolled.
No. It's the Sarcasm City TV chat feed. Pardon me. You know what I'm saying? Pardon me. Hey, Timo, we'll switch lanes while we wait for some more questions to go in. I've just seen your background. You're wearing the LA Lakers shirt. How do you feel about the game yesterday against the Clippers?
Pretty shit, man. Flipping hell.
Talk about it. The floor is yours, fam.
I'm glad I didn't wait for that second quarter dross again, man. That was disgusting, wasn't it? That was even worse, the one against Portland Trailblazers, man. But after that, we just couldn't even come back, man. Like, these lot thinking like, oh, this is Portland Trailblazers, like you can come back easily in the third quarter. Well, excuse me, man. Like, Pat Bev, man, honestly, I love the guy, but sometimes he can be a jackass, though. Like, just play some basketball. Stop winding people up, man, honestly.
What did Pat Bev do?
He's trying to get inside Kawhi's head.
You're trying to put him off, man. You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, 46 points, 178 points away. And, yeah, man. And
Surfer said, wait, the Lakers
by the
lost.
way, it's also
Lakers lost? No way.
It's also 3 years of anniversary of Mr. the late of Kobe Bryant. So
R.I.P. Kobe, man.
R.I.P. man. This day as well. So
Kobe.
may he rest
Yes,
in peace.
Victor. What are you telling me as well? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just another day, another dollar fighting this fan base. But what's new?
Why? What happened with you and your fan base, man? What's going on? You seem to be fighting your fan base a lot. What's happening?
Is this Onana thing? Like, I don't know why everyone's so like against Onana. Like, he has great
The
potential.
baller.
Player.
I'd take him at United. I said it in the group chat.
Yeah, I said
I'll
I'll
take
take him easy, but like, no, take Zakaria instead. I was like, what?
I'll take
What are
Onana.
you talking about? Zakaria's injured.
Bro, I've been a fan of Onana for years. He started out his career at when I was aware of him, he was playing with Hamburg about 3 years ago in the second Bundesliga. Looked a real good player, and I was like, I bet he'll get a move. Went to Lille, killed it in an average team. Now at Everton, looks like their best player.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get why they're against him. And someone showed me this, a scout report of Zakaria because they said they'd rather have Zakaria for 27 million. And then I compared it to Onana, and it was literally the same. It was like copy and paste. And Onana's passing rate is actually better than Zakaria's. But people say they'd rather keep Zakaria. I don't understand this fan base, man.
But you have both.
No, I'd rather have Onana. Zakaria's injury record is a bit iffy.
Right.
This fan base is a virus, man. Unfortunately, there's no cure to it because everyone has been infected.
That's crazy. Yeah, when I say I take him at United, people, I'm talking like as a squad player, I would definitely 110%.
Still got some learning to do, but yeah.
Yeah,
I take him as a squad player. I'll take him. I'm like, look at his profile. I'm like, I don't see the downside. He wouldn't cost that hell of a lot, so it's cheap. You've played in the Premier League already.
Yep.
Squad player. He's not going to come in and demand first team football. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be on major wages. Every time I look at him, I'm like, all right, cool. And you could get better with better players around you too. That's just me, though.
Do you know what? Just me. You know what it is? Everyone just wants their one target, and they think, oh, if you don't get it, Chelsea's failed. That's not how life. That's not how life works.
Like, well, that's literally like Everton and Man United transfer strategies. One target, and then if you miss out on him, you have to panic, and then just be like, I'll take him, and it's a shit option. It's like it's counterproductive.
If you don't get Caicedo and get Onana, I would not be upset by it.
Right, they're two different profile players, but both center midfielders. I think Onana for me plays his best as a DM, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we need. We need a like holding DM, and he's great at that.
Yeah.
I don't understand, man. This fan base, man. I'm just
Chris says, seeing United linked with Kudus and Sesko again, would you take them two or rather spend on Kane? I don't know enough. I've only seen Kudus play a handful of times. Sesko, I think I see him play once against Chelsea in the Champions League this season. That's it. So I can't really comment on if I would take those two. Kane's one of those. I've said on the Kane thing, it's Manchester United, like it's the right price. That's how I feel about most players. When I asked about most players, to me, it's all about the right price. No player I believe is worth. I don't want to see my club spend 100 million on any player, 120 million on any player. That's the only one. I always say that. You just beat me to the punch.
There's always an exception to the rule.
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe is the only exception. As much as people talk about, get Enzo Fernandez to Manchester United or get this player Kane to Manchester United. I'm just not with the 100 million because it's like, if you're brought in for 100 million, what does your impact have to be? How do you justify that price tag?
Pretty damn big.
What do you have to do
right away? And it has to be all the time. Otherwise, then you get Timo and Victor's fan base. When it's not amazing, and then there's a drop-off, it's like the world's ending.
Facts.
And then people turn on each other, making stupid clips and comps and all that BS. Just madness, bro.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. So yeah, Kane is at the right price. I wouldn't pay any more than 60 million for Harry Kane. If not, he's got a year left on his deal. If he wants to leave United and negotiate from a position of power, don't go and spend 80, 90, or 100 million or north of that on Harry Kane with 1 year left on his deal at 29, 30 years old. To me, that's just not very smart business.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like the problem is, Floss, if you still have the Glazers in the summer, they're gonna, you know what's gonna happen. Man United don't know how to handle when they're in positions of negotiation power. They overpay, or they go from a position of strength, Anthony in early June to August, double the price. You're in the position of power. in early June, and you could have Ajax could have found a replacement all throughout that. But now you're doing last minute BS, and now they're going to be like, we don't want to sell them, have them for double, and then you got that's the problem. I think if you guys get Harry Kane, that means the Glazers are still there, and if the Glazers are still there, you're paying $80 million for a player that is probably about 55, 60.
Absolutely.
So the Harry Kane, but I don't. If you get new owners, I don't see you guys getting Harry Kane. Harry Kane is a Glazer move for me. I like Kane, player, obviously.
It's all to me. It's on Ten Hag. I don't know, but we are gonna find out this summer.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, the Mandem United, which has been switched around. So normally people, it's 4:30 p.m. the Mandem United podcast, but that will now be Galdem City meets Mandem United. So it'll be Manchester City, Manchester United show. Jan and myself talking all things. Why is this Timo guy smiling? Why are you smiling, fam? Huh? Why are you smiling?
like you're gonna be on the show. Like you're gonna
Why are you smiling?
I'm watching a basketball.
What basketball game you watching?
Philadelphia 600 on the Nets.
All right. So what had you smiling? Go on. When's it from?
No, it's Embiid, innit? Embiid's my favorite player.
Oh, I see. It's not. I thought it was LeBron, Raymond James.
I know, but Embiid is literally like my favorite Nigerian.
Oh, so he's your favorite. Not C1's not your favorite Nigerian. This guy.
I was about to say Victor Osimhen. What?
Who is Cedric?
Moses Simon. Someone
Well, yeah. As I was saying, people anyway. So Galdem City meets Mandem United. That's I know Prime. Yeah, that's tomorrow at 4:30. Then the Mandem United will be midnight. People, so that's tomorrow. All this is on the upcoming live stream schedule anyway. Surfer says, plus why is this fan base willing to back Madueke? They didn't even know he existed until this transfer window. Because people will just switch to suit their agendas, Surfer. That's what it is. People start talking about
I got plenty of times watching him at PSV. Like I said, I like the Eredivisie. I like the Eredivisie a lot. And there's a question earlier about Kudus.
Mm-hmm.
It depends because I watched Kudus play for Ajax. He started on Sunday morning against Feyenoord. Huge game. He played. Their manager, Alfred Schroeder, plays him as a striker, and he's just not it. Bro, he's not it as a striker. And
what is he at 10? What is he? What do you think?
Right wing. Right wing for me is the best position. Okay. Dribbling ability, finesse, prowess on not prowess. Finesse. Yeah, finesse shot. He's got a really good one of the not as he's not a guy that's gonna drive with the ball at a striking position. He could do that off the right or even a number 10. So I don't know. But if you're signing Onana as a striker, that's mistake number one. So that's all.
Because some of these fans think this is FUT, man. That's why they get over.
No, you can't do a position change from center attack and midfield to CM to CF. No, it don't work like that in real life.
And to Rugu, who says, I don't know why you lot are so worried about the club spending so much money. I'm not sure if you're talking about United or Chelsea or Newcastle. It's not your money, so what's the problem? As long as my team brings the players that I needed for the squad, no problem. The reason why I concern myself with this is because Manchester United, the football club I support, don't have a bottomless pit. If you have a bottomless pit of money and you have infinite money and you can spend what you want, cool. Manchester United don't have that. So therefore, whatever deal you are doing impacts your ability to do other deals. So if Manchester United had infinite money, I'd be like, go and sign whoever for whatever amount. But Manchester United don't have infinite money. So us spending an extra 25, 30, 35, 40 million on Kane is potentially stopping Manchester United going to get another player or two players. And with the holes in our squad, we need much more than just Harry Kane. You know what I'm saying? For what we pay for Harry Kane just as a one, let's say it's 100 million, we could sign two strikers for that. Or we could sign two strikers and a backup central midfielder for that, or another centre back, or a backup right back. There's so many holes in the Manchester United squad. So that's why I talk about the money being spent. Also, as well, when you spend big money on players, it impacts further deals with other clubs. Because it's like, well, you spend X amount on such and such. This player you're coming in for is better. Yeah, it sets a precedent. Exactly. So this player is better. All right, you spent 80. So when we go to negotiate with someone who has the last year of their deal, and they're like, you just spent 100 million on Kane. He had 1 year on his deal. So we want 90 million for this player. On the other hand, could have been 60. And that extra 30 could have been spent elsewhere. And it's a knock on it. People are like, why did Manchester United do so much bad business? Because people know they can take liberties with us.
Yeah.
That's why.
Not forget, like if you look at Chelsea's case, like we do need a midfield, and we've been crying out for midfields ever since Sarri left the club. So our fan base have still like a Stockholm syndrome in their heads. We've had Lampard or Cesc Fabregas that being super progressive, but now we're now told that it's impossible for a midfielder to do. Well, hold on a second. We had Makelele and Matic being impenetrable, but we're now told that it's impossible. The more I watch Chelsea right now, the more I'm convinced that we just can't rely on J5. And when we replace him with Enzo or any great passer, you will just see how much we missed on. Just wait in it. Like, I don't care if we're gonna spend a lot of money. So what? Caicedo, £100 million from Brighton. Apparently, Enzo gonna go up 60 million euros. I don't give a fuck. That's not my money. Even though there's an FFP going on behind the scenes, but there's a loophole. Like, there's always a way.
There's a loophole if you just give the FFP people. You just got to give them backhanders. That's all it is.
No, but the problem is,
I'm not worried about Newcastle. We could spend on whatever the hell we want.
The problem is, Timo. We've been caught before, so they're already on our case. And number two, you can't just spend a lot of money on one position when we need money on other positions. Yeah. Like, yes, you say spend the money, but if our problem was only a midfielder, if Enzo was the last piece to the puzzle, I'd be like, yeah, pay it. Yeah, like I'll agree with you. But he's not the last piece.
Yeah, if it's a buyout clause, then that's going to be a problem. But you can pay 100 million to Benfica. But I said this to you earlier as well on the stream. Record that amortized value depending on the length of the contract on its book and the FFP. Regardless, buying Enzo won't affect FFP at all. We just don't want to overpay the player.
Yeah. Just the president thing. Yeah. That's the other thing too with Benfica. Benfica, no, because this is if let's say you guys buy Enzo in the next week or whatever the hell for whatever price, 100 million, whatever you want to say, right? Benfica, that's not the first time they made a hell of a lot of money. João Felix, Bernardo Silva went for some good money to not Bernardo Silva. He went to Monaco. Ruben Diaz, Man City, went for a lot of money. I think 50, 60 million. So it's not the first. Benfica know that their players are very attractive. So they can demand a hell of a lot of money. And the more you pay to Benfica, the more they think a 50 million pound player is an 80 million pound player. And an 80 million pound player is 110. And 110 is 40, it carries on and on and on. Now all of a sudden you can't get any Benfica player that's young and promising, even if he's made a few first team appearances for less than 30 M's. Mm-hmm. So that could be a problem, but it's nice. It's nice being Newcastle at this moment, just because we got.
Must be nice.
It is. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it is. I feel the same way being a United fan. Again, you lot continue to get your sporting questions in, get your football questions in. It don't have to be on the topics we're talking about, especially if you're a member. I will star your question and get to it. I'll make sure if you are a member of the channel, I get to your question. I'll star it and read it out. Of course, if non-members ask good questions, I'll get to them too. Flawless, are you doing a watch along for the Manchester City Arsenal FA Cup game? Yes, I am. It's on the upcoming live stream schedule on the Twitch. So yes, Manchester City Arsenal FA Cup game on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch.
You care
underneath in the description. I'm just glad one of them's going out.
Yeah.
Couldn't care who less.
Portini, fuck that Lampos Lukaku, man. He can stay where he belongs.
Hey, wait, that's your player. He's not going to Inter Milan. He's going. So let's talk about it since you mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? Interrupting Timo. Romelu Lukaku. He's not staying in Milan. It looks like he's going back to West London. Matthew Harding lower or higher or middle ground or whatever it's called. The shed end. Or shed front. Whatever, I don't know what it's called.
Send him to Chinese Super League, man. Send him to Chinese Super League.
What are you gonna do?
What
are you lot actually gonna do though? I'm being genuinely serious. What are you lot gonna do?
Send him to another 21s.
Yeah, send him to LMLS. Send him to Saudi Arabia. Turkey. Keep that lamppost away from Chelsea Football Club as far as possible. Thank you.
That's a big lamppost, by the way. Yeah. I don't think you make lampposts that wide.
An expensive lamppost as well.
Yes, it's a man booty rat, by the way.
Bro, Lukaku midfield would be a tactical innovation at its finest, not gonna lie.
do you know what the problem is with Lukaku? Yeah, there is no way for him out, because before he Bowley practically begged him to stay and be like, yeah, like, we do need you, and he said, no, I want out of Chelsea. So he's practically broken the trust with some of the players and with the new owners. I don't think there's any way for him to come back. They'll probably just release him or something.
He's a hippo, man. Leave him alone.
Hey, Mark Henry up front. I hear it.
Wow. Yo, there's over 60 of you lot
Henry.
locked in. Big up. There's over 60 of you lot locked in. 5 more. Let's get up to 50 likes, people. We're 45 likes. Again, subscribe. We're still 4 short of the subscriber mark as well. I know all 60 of you lot have not hit the subscriber button. I know there's at least 4 of you lot who haven't. Hit the subscriber button. It's road to 5K, people.
Yeah.
We're aiming for 4,940. We want to be 60. We want to be 60 short by the time we end this stream. So, yo, where else you getting content like this at this time? If you are in the UK or this type of time zone, or wherever you are, where are you getting this great content, people? So make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. That's all you don't need to do. Madueke, very good former Spurs youth player. I believe Sangara is better than Gakpo. Sangara is better than Gakpo. They don't wait.
Sangara is a holding midfielder. And
yeah, I didn't know if you were talking about a different Sangara. That's why I asked. Well, you can't be talking about Sangara who plays midfield for PSV. You'd like you at United. Paul, write this again. Write this again, Paul. And then you lot gotta start writing in full sentences. So we ain't gonna decipher what
he is a former Spurs youth player. I will agree with that part of it. Yes, he is.
Yeah, just ask the question again and then we'll get to it. You lot just gotta start typing in full. Are you worried Ten Hag signing so many players from the Dutch leagues or Dutch players? Does he look like a stubborn person when it comes to signing players of his likings? I don't care where he signs the players from. I don't care what nationality they are. Do they perform? Couldn't care less. If we went and signed every single player from Ajax, first team, reserves, under 23s, under 18s, are we successful? I don't care about nationality, whether they're Dutch, whether they're English, whether they're Welsh, whether they're French. Don't care if they're Sri Lankan. I don't care if they're Bayesian, if they're Jamaican, if they're Caucasian, if they're from Guyana, Nigeria, Wakanda. It don't matter. Do you perform? Yes. Do you perform when you get on the pitch? Couldn't care less. Couldn't care less if you were from the fucking planet Namek. You know what I'm saying? And was green. Do you perform when you get on the football pitch? Couldn't get that's all it is the EPL turf. People put I'm not saying you people put too much stock in where players are from and Ten Hag sign. Yo, is the player performing? That's all I care about. Because his worst signing has been from the Dutch league. Ironically, people don't talk about it. Anthony, out of all our signings, has been the worst so far. Malassi's been good. Martinez has been good. Eriksen's been good. Casemiro's been good. Or bad and good.
Not just Man United signing Eredivisie players. Ooh. Gakpo, Liverpool. Madueke to Chelsea. I think there was one more in this window that I'm trying to think of. The Eredivisie have produced good Premier League players before. Can I introduce, or just generally good players? Where does R9 come from? Where does Marco van Basten come from? Where does not Dirk Coy, Jesus. Well, he was decent at least.
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, that was the name. Yeah.
Mark Overmars, Luis Suarez.
Center back, Lazio, Man United. Stam. Yeah, where does he come? You know what I mean? Like Eredivisie produces talent. Every league has flops, and every league has successes, and some of them hang in the middle. It is what it is. Yeah.
So to answer your question, EPL turf, no, I'm not worried. I'm loving the job Ten Hag's doing, and if he continues to have windows as successful as his first, we're on for a good time. I'm saying we are absolutely on for a good time. I'm telling you. Like I don't know if you're a Manchester United fan, so I can't say we. I'm saying Manchester United fans. Do you think Sangara is a better player than Gakpo and Madueke, position aside, Johan Bakayoko at PSV?
Bakayoko's good.
I don't know. I've not seen enough of Gakpo or Madueke to say if they're Sangara. I've not seen enough of 3 of them. Or Johan Bakayoko. I don't know.
All I'll say is PSV played really poorly against FC Emmen on Tuesday. It wasn't Ibrahim Sangara's fault. I believe he was the Brazilian guy on PSV that got a red. It was Mauro Jr. Talented kid, but it was really stupid red card he took. But yeah, Bakayoko now is playing off the right for PSV. A huge fan of him. Huge fan of Bakayoko. He'll probably be the next one to move on in maybe a year's time. We just need some more development, but yeah, good player. Sangare is good too. So yeah, that's all I got really to say. Yeah, so
there you go, Paul. You got your answer to your question as well. Big up you lot. We've gone over 50 likes. Let's go to 60. Let's go to 60. We are 6 short. We are 6 short of the like check. Subscribe as well. People, we're still 4 short, man. We're still 4 short. I know everyone locked in has not hit that subscribe button. I know this for a goddamn fact. Big up to Lewis. Just big up the man. Then I'll try rolling a bit. Yeah, man. Pull up, man. Pull up. And also as well, that being said, big up to WKD, man, who just became a member of the channel. He is now a Sarcasm citizen. Big up to you. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. Is in the pinned comment. Like I said, everyone here actually on this channel right now is a member. Victor's a member of the channel. Steve is. So is Timo as well. So yeah, people, you never know where it can lead to. Because that's how a lot of the regular panelists got on the channel. I'm saying, I think Timo's an exception, but I think the likes of Eddie, Murtazo, Alam were 3 people who got on the channel in that way. And now you see them on a regular basis. So yeah, WKD, man, big up to you, my guy, for joining the membership. Much love, much appreciated as well. All of it helps. All of it helps.
It's like a Sarcasm City internship.
It's kind of like that. Well, it's kind of like that. You never know where it can lead.
You gotta learn the ways of Sarcasm City.
Yeah, facts.
Certain people are Sarcasm City material. Some people, they got some work to do. But
yeah. And when he says some people, he's talking about you, Ryan. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a lot of work to do. Like 100%. Big up to Paul as well. Every single time he's also a member. Let's see what questions have we got. Let's see what I missed. Flawless, do you think United bringing a box-to-box CM before the end of January? Unfortunately, no. I would love to see another striker and another central midfielder to join this window, because I really believe bolstering the squad increases our chances so much in helping us win a trophy. Like, I think Weghorst has done that. I think he's significantly increased our chances in winning a trophy, but another striker, another DM also do that, just because of the amount of games we're playing. We literally play twice a week the entire month of February, and it's probably the same in March, and it's probably the same in April. So over a 3-month period, we're playing 2 games a week, bare minimum. And they're not light games. They're not games we can take lightly. It's not like there's games with no stakes. Like, these are games where you're chasing a Carabao Cup final. Well, it's a Carabao Cup final. You're chasing to get to a FA Cup final. You're chasing to get to Europa League final. You're chasing top 4 in the Premier League. Like, there ain't any light games. You know what I'm saying? There's no games where you go, you can take it easy. Let's take our foot off the gut. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's none of those. Like, you're going to be at high intensity. So, I don't think we will, Dominic, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't think we will. But, you know, I want to be wrong. I do want to be wrong. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what I missed. If I missed any good question. While we do that, yo, we're 3 short of 60 likes, people. We're 3 short of 60 likes. So hit that, people. Hit that like button, man. Because we're at 60 people locked in. So that means hit the like button and get us to 60 likes, man. We're hitting these milestones on the likes. We're slacking on the subscriber check, but on the like check, we're doing the business, people. We're doing the business. Let me see what's what. Let me see what have I missed. Nah, not really too much. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. You lot slacking with the questions as well. It's unlike you lot. Because you lot, when I'm doing Man United, have so much to say. You know what I'm saying? There's so much them be asking me other stuff when we're not doing Q&As and things of that nature, but we move. You know what I'm saying? But while we wait for that, Steve, we'll go to you. Yeah. It's looking like it's going to be a Newcastle United, Manchester United, Carabao Cup final. Your chances in that, how do you want to see Eddie Howe approach it? All of that good stuff.
I mean, it's hard. I don't have no experience in this with Newcastle, bro, in finals. I got no idea. And Eddie Howe technically doesn't either. I'm sure he's – well, no. If you think about what – I know a promotion playoff final ain't a Carabao Cup final or an FA Cup final, whatever. But so I guess he does have some experience in that. For me, if that is the final, do what we do best. We're, you know, our defensive record speaks for itself. You play Isak, play Alain Saint-Maximin, and play Joel Linton in midfield, because midfield battle is going to be key in that game. If that's going to be the matchup. So for me, how to approach that, be physical with Man United, you know, it's gonna be tricky. It is gonna be tricky, but if we can keep Rashford quiet in that game, then we got a chance. That's the thing for me. Who scores goals consistently for Manchester United besides Rashford?
You got a point.
And-
Maybe argue Bruno. That's it. He's the only other one.
Yeah. And then, I mean, it's the same case for Newcastle to an extent. Miggy Almiron slowed down a bit with the goals. He's still been performing really well. I don't know what you thought of him on Tuesday. I thought he was
good.
pretty damn good.
Very good. He was very good. Direct.
Even though he didn't score, which is good because I want to see. Excuse me. If you aren't scoring goals, at least perform really well. Show that you, and he did really well. So
yeah. He should have got an assist because Joe Linton was about his pass when Joe Linton put it over from the bar from like 4 yards out. Yeah.
So, and then for me also, if you consider a lot of our damage comes off the right with Trippier, Guimaraes, and Miggy, a lot of our goals and assists come from that side of the pitch. That we have the advantage if Luke Shaw starts at left back. So that's something else to exploit. I'd rather see Luke Shaw starting for you guys at left back instead of Malacia. But who knows? So if that were the lineup and stuff, that would be something to exploit. But yeah, my approach for that game would be, and I'm sure Eddie's would be, do what we do best, defend, hang in there for the game as much as possible. We got a goalkeeper who's conceded 11 goals in all competitions, and it's coming up on February. So that's pretty damn good. I mean, that's the thing. We at least have we both have very strong goalkeepers, a pretty strong defense, and attacks that can stutter sometimes, but we play good football generally. High possession. So, but we still got holes in our squads. You're probably at a higher overall level, but we're performing at a very high level. So we'll just see. But yeah, I don't know. That would be my answer to that.
Oh, first, no, good. Yeah, that was a good. What's it called? Good answer to the question. It's interesting to get it from a Newcastle perspective. You feel? Yeah. Just happened to watch Atalanta in Serie A, a Danish teenager striker.
Rasmus Winter Højlund.
Seriously impressed. Name a player you bigged up so much, only to fail. Di Maria at United for me. Name a player bigged up. There's probably many. I try and forget about the flops, to be honest. If a player flop, but who's this Danish striker? Talk about him. I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, Rasmus Winter Højlund. So he started his career at FC Copenhagen. Went to Sturm Graz in Austria, scored a load of goals there. And then he, just before the summer window closed this year, he went to Atalanta. He's been a bit slow to start, but scored a really nice goal against Spezia. Yeah, it was last week. Scored a really nice goal against Spezia. Good performance. But, I mean, they play with the front, too, with Luis Muriel and Duvan Zapata primarily. So he's been coming off as a kind of impact sub, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of the kid. I'm a huge fan of him. Natural instincts, has everything you want out of a striker. He's got the height, physicality. So I'm a huge fan of Rasmus Højlund. Absolutely. So yeah, and another thing is too, Atalanta, Ademola Lookman is on a tear. Atalanta in general are on a tear. Scored 8 against Salernitana on a Sunday, and then scored 5 on a Thursday against Spezia, and then scored 3 against Juve. So in the past 3 games, they've got 16 goals. So they're looking really, really good in attack. And my Italian side, Lazio, because of Juve's point deduction, we're chilling in 3rd, a point behind AC Milan for 2nd. So Maurizio Sarri's doing pretty nice. I'm pretty sure even Maurizio Sarri might be doing a better job at Chelsea, but yeah, it is what it is. I love me some Sarri.
Big up Sarri, man. I miss that.
Absolutely. So
First, let's see. What to again? Continue to get your questions in. Obviously, members again, your time. Obviously, I look at the best questions for non-members as well.
Legit question.
Go on.
What is it with people still criticizing for Anthony? Is he poor today?
No, he wasn't bad today. He just wasn't good today.
Fine.
But he was okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's an improvement on previous games, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's the best he's been
danger.
in the last 3 games. Yeah, but that's because we had more of the ball. The more of the ball you get him, the more impact he's gonna have.
Where did he play his best football with Ajax? Possession with that.
And he should have scored today. He should have scored today. That is my biggest criticism of him. Should have bagged today.
Right.
But I have no worries. I'm giving him the season to get acclimatized to the league, get used to it, all that stuff. So we're gonna see what's what. So that's a good question I wanted to get to as well. Where is it? Where? Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, Flo, are you happy that Manchester United skipped Conte as manager when all ex-Manchester United players, except Gary Neville, wanted him as a manager? I'm a Chelsea fan. Yeah, over the moon about it. Because I was one of those people who were like, get Conte, because we were just desperate at that time. We were absolutely desperate at that moment in time. So would I have taken Conte? Yes, but again, this is why I always say I'm not capable, I'm not qualified enough. My skill set is not to make those type of decisions. That's why I say don't listen to fans, including myself. This is why I want fans far away from Manchester United as possible. People are like, oh, you want fan involvement? No. How about you go get the best in class and get the best people to make decisions at that football club? You have the skill set. You have experience. I don't have no experience. I can give my opinion on it, but that's a whole different kettle of fish, actually making those decisions under pressure. So I'm glad we skipped Conte. So happy. That's Spurs' problem. So glad.
Yeah.
I'm saying. What are you saying there, Paul? Say this again. And Josu says Anthony was good today. Ten Hag even moved him into the 10 and moved Bruno out to the wing. I did see he was picking up central areas, which I do like as well. That's a good that's good versatility to have as well. But I think, like I said, as much as he gets acclimatized to the league, as he gets more confident, as he just gets better as a footballer because he's turning 23. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, that's how I'm looking at it with him. That's exactly how I'm looking. And as the team gets better, as he gets better players around him, as we become more possession-based, he's going to get better. And guess what? If he doesn't get better, he'll get moved on, which is cool. I have no qualms with that. I have no qualms with that.
Question, like, what kind of system suit Anthony then?
What kind of system you say? Possession-based. Dominating the ball.
Yeah.
Dominating the ball. I'm saying that's how I look at it with him. Can he play in a counter-attacking side? Yes, he's quick enough. All this nonsense that he's not quick is just stupidity. But whatever. But yeah, it's possession-based. And again, he's still developing as a footballer. Man is currently 22. He's going to be 23 next month. Yeah. But name me a 22-year-old. Name me all the 22-year-old wingers tearing it up in the Premier League at the top level. It's Saka. That's it. All the better wingers are older. All the wingers are in form, 25 and plus. Rashford's 25. Matoma's 25. Salah when he's been doing what... Yeah, Trossard, Salah when he's doing what he's doing, 29, 30. Like, wingers develop much later. Yeah. Wingers develop much later. You know what I'm saying? Flawless, would you wait on Sancho till he's 28 like you did with Lingard? Who said I waited on Lingard? Where does this come from, Jack? Man just be saying anything. I wasn't even content creating when Lingard was coming through the ranks. No, I wasn't. So what are we talking about? Wait on 28. And Sancho and Lingard are so different. Lingard came through the youth ranks. Sancho was bought in for big money. There's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Massive difference.
And Lingard got his start straight away.
Oh, what? Yeah. What, 3?
I think the winger is the trickiest position in the Prem to be consistent. That's just my opinion. And absolutely, I was making this point on the last Q&A. When you look at all the top wingers in Europe, that naming the wingers who are 22 and younger, doing the business.
Vinicius.
Vinicius.
Vinicius. You know what I'm saying?
Kvaratskhelia at Napoli.
How old is he?
22.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but to be fair, Serie A is a farmer's league anyway.
No. Because he's doing it in the Champions League too.
He's doing it in the champ, but my point is it's a small list is the point I'm making.
Right.
Yeah.
you can count on one hand the amount of players at the top
Also,
level of
Timo,
European
do you
football.
think
doing
about
business.
Kvaratskhelia would be a bad player in the Prem? Sorry, I cut you off, Flawless.
That's cool. Do your thing. Do your thing. Go on.
You
Carry
think
on. Carry on.
Kvaratskhelia would struggle in the Premier League? Maybe
Oh,
initially, but
man.
long term, I don't think so.
I don't know, man. Honestly, because Premier League is very different compared to the other league.
Of course.
It's a pace and power, like Flores has said, and
Yeah.
it's literally like the teams are really competing a lot in this league. Not like it's a one-off like the ones in League or either or Serie A and that. But it's tough. It's tough, isn't it? Like I like to see him in the Premier League. And also, like, if Leo goes to Man City as well, like, we are in so much trouble, honestly. Because I feel like City, because Spurs said a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, about Man City missed that pace and power in the left wing side or right
In the
wing
wide
side,
areas. Yeah.
in wide areas. Yes, I feel like that league player.
Huh? All right. Hey, Jack, respond to my question before you ask me another question. Yeah, go on. Carry on, Timo. Carry on.
Yeah, I don't know about that Napoli geezer. Yeah.
You talk about Claradonna.
Jesus.
Yeah, covered on, innit? Like, do I think it's going to be suited the Premier League? Yes, but
Right.
I'm not sure, man. Honestly, I'm not sure because every time we bring something, if we bring someone from outside of Premier League, like they look kind of struggling in one season, but the next season kind of like they're balling out. So it's tough to call, isn't it? Like, tough to call.
Yeah, it depends. Obviously, there's so many variables. Yeah,
for me, what Kvaratskhelia, what he has is an advantage. Okay, so he's not the most physical, obviously, but you know what he does? He creates separation. And in the Premier League, if you can't, if you don't have the physicality, then at least create separation. That's how you get those goals and assists. And that's what he does tremendously well because he scatters all across the front three. He don't just stick to the left. And he also plays like that for Georgia. Goes off the left, will also go to the right. He's all over the place. And he creates separation in many areas. And him and Osimhen have been fantastic in Champions League and Serie A.
With all due respect, I don't see that much in the league this season. I don't see any player can do what Cavardona would in Serie A.
There's Leo.
Rafael Leao's been terrible though, because AC Milan have had
it's not in a good form.
Has he not been good this season?
Inconsistent for me, and the team around him is not performing at all.
At that age, I would expect him to be inconsistent. To be honest,
I mean, Lazio, we destroyed Milan 4-0 yesterday at home, without Immobile, with Pedro, Spanish Pedro.
Oh, respect Pedro, man.
No, I love. Oh no. I love Pedro. Pedro, my baller. Oh my god.
He's won everything in football, man. What a baller.
No, I love Pedro. No, Pedro. He literally like he went to Roma, said fuck that, and then went to Lazio. And he literally like he don't. No, bro. I love Pedro.
And Chris says here, I think winger is the trickiest position in the Prem to be consistent. That's just my opinion. Anyways, it's up there. It's that and strikers, attacking players. That's why you don't see many young attacking players doing the business at top level in the Premier League or Europe. It's very few. It's very few. When I say young people, I'm not talking 23, 24. I'm talking 22 and under. The age Anthony's at currently being 22, but he's going to be 23 next month. Yeah. This is why I'm like, I always give players a season to acclimatize to the league. Yes, it's great if they come in and they're a Malassi or a Casemiro or a Martinez or a Ericsson. Those four players I mentioned. Obviously, that's what you want ideally. But 4 from 5 is not bad. So I'm taking that. Is Bruno G one of the best at shithousery? He loves a wind up, respect it. Jacob Murphy waving off a Saints player as he was sent off learning from him.
That was hilarious.
I don't know.
When Dujic
was
went to Char, he was and you know Dujic Char was like looking at him like, do I punch this guy in the fucking face or do I just walk off? He gave him that. He gave him a firm look of disapproval, but he was just like, you know what, I'm done, bro.
Florence, would you sign Veghorst and the permanent as backup for next season? We actually spoke on this. I know you weren't here, Marcel, earlier on in this stream and on the watch along as well. I keep saying this for the right price and him being third choice. Yes, I would.
Yeah.
But only with those two things. I don't want him backup. So I don't want it first choice and then it's Veghorst. There's 1, 2,
Right.
and Veghorst is number 3. That's what I would like. And again, the right price. But I like Veghorst. He's impressed me. I like Veghorst. I do. I like Veghorst.
Absolutely.
Chris says, I've watched every Napoli game in the Champions League. Claradonna is the guy. Sadly, he'll probably end up at City.
Yeah.
What's his profile
100%.
like? All right, so let me ask you, Steve. Not in terms of quality. What winger is there? Or if there is one, there might not be one. What winger would you say he's like in terms of just profile? So not quality, profile.
Oh,
Is there
man.
anyone you can look at and go, yeah? The same to the chat as well. Is there anyone you look at and go, they're like Claradonna? And it must be someone that's watched him as well, please. Go on.
Not a lot in this league. I can only think of Vinicius, the other leagues.
Yeah. Other leagues don't just have to be Premier League. I'm just asking for other wingers what he's like. Yeah, man.
Double-digit goals and
Man
assists.
going back into jail, innit? You know what I'm saying?
5'11", left-footed.
Yeah, first person back in the jail, people. Realizing why I block people. Just talking rubbish in the chat. Go on, carry on.
Jesus.
Just talking rubbish.
ASM
I don't know, man. It's tough. Like...
with M product. Actually, no. Let me retract that. Different Newcastle winger. I'm trying to think of his fucking name.
Oh.
Newcastle.
Yeah, not as flair as Neymar. I would. Yeah, do you know what? I'll take that as well.
There's a Newcastle winger in the 90s. I'm trying to fucking think of his name.
Right or left? Ginola.
Yes,
You mind you with Ginola? Okay, first.
I think so.
All right. I'm not even disputing you if you're wrong because I've not seen enough of him like that to say. I'm just asking a question to try and because I am actually going to watch Napoli. I'm going to watch Napoli.
Definitely, bro. It's
in the chat.
I don't even like. I hate Napoli as a Lazio fan, but just like Terry Brewers is doing on the football terrace. He's just giving teams who play good football their praises, bro.
Yeah.
And he's
Wait, Napoli and Lazio rivals.
Yeah, huge.
Oh, I didn't know.
South. Yeah, I thought
it was always Lazio and Roma.
Oh no, Lazio. We hate a bunch of teams. Fiorentina. It's not even just the football inside. It's political stuff. It's North versus South. It's economics. It's deeper. It's deeper than sport. It's deeper. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I've never liked Napoli. They usually beat us. They did earlier in the year. Yeah, no, I don't like Napoli, but they play good football, and I'm a football fan, so I gotta just, it is what it is, bro.
Yes. Rugu says, Flawless, would you sell Martial in the summer if there's interest? I've spoken on this. I know Rugu, like you not heard me say this. I've spoken on this. Like I wouldn't actively force him out. But if a good offer came in for Martial, would I cash in? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I'll cash in. I'm a big fan. I say all the time, I'm a big fan of Martial. Extremely talented. But he can't stay fit. So what use are you? What use are you to me if you cannot get on the field?
Right.
I have no issue with him on the field. That's the crazy part. I have no issue with him on the field. Even this Ten Hag, we've heard Ten Hag wax lyrical about Martial. I'm saying we've heard that, but you gotta do better, man. Like do better, but you gotta get on the pitch.
Availability is the best ability.
Availability is an ability. This is facts.
Bruno can play 90 minutes every 3.5 days, and the guy, it just don't phase him.
Right,
So at least he can offer you that. Now it's just like you wish that he'd actually play good football, once in a blue moon. But
okay, that's legit. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope that answered your question there, Ruger. Right, we're gonna close out shortly, people, in the next 5 or 10. So get your final few questions.
Laurent Robert, what a player!
Asprilla was cold. Asprilla was cold. Cold. I'm saying Asprilla was different.
What's your favorite out of the three? Ginola, Asprilla, Laurent Robert.
Probably Ginola. You know what I'm saying? Man did it on a cold Tuesday night in Barnsley and that. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. Absolutely. Two likes of 70 people. We're 2 likes, so get that up to 70 likes. You lot smashing through these likes. Where else as well? Let's see. Subscribe. I know all of you lot have not subscribed as well, man. We're still 4 short, people. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Subscriber check 1212. We are still 4 short of the milestone. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you do so. To Mohammed, who says, do you think it's not smart to not smart to sell Martial? Since the striker market is dead, we still need to get someone else and maybe Weghorst on top of that. I do agree with you in terms of, yes, we still need 3 strikers. This is why I didn't say actively sell Martial. But that whole striker market is dead. No, the striker market's not dead.
No,
that's a myth.
All.
You know what I'm saying? The striker market is dead to us because we are not scouts. We are, well, apart from Steve, we watch his football everywhere, all across the globe. He's the exception to the rule. So I always use Steve as the example and say, he'll know strikers. The majority, myself, I only watch the Premier League like that in depth. So of course I don't know, but scouts who can go worldwide can go and locate strikers to play for Manchester United. So this whole striker market dead is a myth. You know what I'm saying? At one point, all the top strikers currently right now Manchester United were linked with were unknown. At one point, Ivan Toney was unknown. Vlahovic was unknown. Harry Kane was unknown. 99.9% of strikers were unknown.
Harry Kane was on loan to Norwich, for God's
Yes. So to say the striker market is dead is a myth. The striker market is dead in terms of general knowledge and most football fans. There's a striker out there who's cold, who fits what we try and do. Because guess what? If Manchester United don't go and sign him, guess what? Somebody else go and sign him.
Yeah.
Vlahovic, who we've been linked with, was unknown at some point. Somebody located Vlahovic, whoever that was. I don't know where he came through, what Franks who signed him, but somebody did. Same with Ivan Toney. The list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo, who Chelsea have been linked with. Guess what? He was unknown at some point. Now we're talking 100 M's.
Caicedo,
I'm saying, yeah. Enzo Fernandez was unknown at some point.
No
one. This time last season, no one were talking about Enzo Fernandez. Now we're talking 120 M's. So yeah, the striker market's not dead. Manchester United recruitment team and scouting staff get paid big money. Go and locate me 2 strikers. Sure. And yes, it's tough to do, but everything at Manchester United is tough to do. Everything. Yeah. We're asking Ten Hag to turn up and play and manage 60 games and pretty much be perfect for all the entire season from August to July. We're asking the players to do the same. We're asking the players 2 times a week to go out there and perform at a high level.
And run marathons.
Yeah, we're asking the coaching staff to do that. We're asking the medical staff to do the same. You're at big bad Manchester United. You're at the top of your field. You're at the top of your profession. You are paid handsomely well to go and do a job. You are paid thousands of pounds a week to go do that. If I'm paying someone thousands of pounds a week to go and do a job, you better be doing that job extremely well. So yeah, I don't think the striker market is dead. No, I disagree with that. I think it's a myth.
No way.
See, Chris mentioned, hello guys, look, Osimhen was unknown at some point. Ramos, before he scored in the World Cup, unknown. Sesko, Kane, Vlahovic, all of them strikers were unknown at some point.
Then you got guys like Dango Ouattara, who just went to Bournemouth. He's been fantastic for Lorient. This half season he was with them, and now he's going to Bournemouth. He'll be a guy that'll get a big move soon. Like these guys coming up, Mohamed Bayo at Clermont Foot. Now he's at Lille. It's gonna get another move, I think. Jonathan David, same thing. There are plenty of options. You just gotta.
Steve here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube mentioning strikers. So if Steve knows the strikers, surely Manchester United scouts can go and locate these man. Steve's in his yard chilling and can be like, yeah, go get such and such.
I got a full-time job that does not
include football.
Scouting players. This is my
exactly.
Hobby. I don't get
this is
paid.
What I'm talking about.
If you're a Man United scout, you should be the best of the best. You should know more than I do.
Mohammed says the no market. I mean, well, go locate outside the no market. There's probably someone in South America. There is. I meant in the sense to get 2 strikers that probably will have to be different styles of strikers. You can go get 2 strikers of different styles. There's hundreds of thousands of footballers applying their trade. There's hundreds of thousands of strikers across the globe. You can go to any continent and there'll be top level football being played somewhere, whether that's UK, whether that's Europe, whether that's the Caribbean, whether that's Africa, whether that's Australia, whether that's Asia, whether that's North Mitoma. Who mentioned Mitoma this time last season? Nobody had heard of this guy. I still don't know who
that Union Saint-Gilloise. To be fair.
No way was he in the Belgian league. Oh my god.
Yeah. Union Saint-Gilloise. Yeah.
See, never heard of. Nobody had mentioned this guy to me. All of a sudden, he just burst onto the scene. I'm like, who's this guy? I didn't even know they signed him. So Brighton can go find Matoma from the Belgian league. And Manchester United can't go locate a striker from that same league that can come and do it. Come on, man. So yeah, I'll go outside the no mark. If Brighton can do it, Manchester United can do it. I'm sorry.
I know a certain Belgian striker came from the Belgian league that could fit Man United. He might be on the books at Chelsea, though.
Where is it? Oh, you Batshuayi? Nah, I'm cool in it. But shout out Batshuayi. I know you're talking about Lukaku. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but if this is Man United. What are we talking about? We're still in the need to get many players in different positions. Go locate all of these. Can you only sign strikers? How come Brighton can go and find Matoma and Caicedo?
Why can Ajax consistently world-class?
Why can Ajax consistently? Why can Portuguese sides consistently do this? Manchester United, I expect more. My football club has to do more. I'm sorry.
River.
The same way we went and found Garnacho from, I think it was Atletico Madrid we signed it from, or a Spanish club. Go and do that. Yeah. So yes, when you say, yeah, we still need to get many players, this is why we need to dip into our scouting network, that we spend millions upon millions of pounds in that department. It needs to come up with stuff. And if they're not listening to them, we need better people in place. And this comes up to Manchester United upstairs and how bad our upstairs is and how we need to do better as a footballing institution.
Yeah.
Because if Brighton can do it, Manchester United can do it. Brighton don't have our money or resources.
Brighton can.
Yeah, Brighton can do it, then Manchester United. I'm not asking for us to do anything.
Brentford.
Brentford do it. Brighton do it. We've seen Leicester do it. Even though they're going shit now, we've seen Leicester replace Ndidi with Kante. Kante left, they signed Ndidi.
Yeah.
So if they can, how come we can't? They went and found Tillemans from somewhere. And the list goes on and on. Why are Chelsea looking at spending 100 million on Caicedo? They're looking to spend 120 M's on Enzo Fernandez. These players were found. So if these smaller clubs can do it with less resources and less money, Manchester United can do it. So that's why don't ever tell me the market's not dead. You're not looking hard enough. Say it all the time. No market is dead.
No.
This ain't Asda. I'm saying where the shelves is empty. You're not looking hard enough. I'm sorry.
It's the world sport for a reason. Think about look at it word by word. World sport. World. Or look around the world.
World. You telling me in the entire world you can't find two strikers who are good enough to play for Manchester United? You need to be sacked from your job immediately. Right. If you can't find me two strikers, two midfielders, 10 in the world.
Yeah.
World people. We're not saying, all right, just go and look in the championship and find me these 4 or 5 players. The world. Every country on the planet Manchester United can go to and scout.
Jude Bellingham, Birmingham City in the championship, for God's sake, at 16 years old, goes to Borussia Dortmund. Now he's a £100 million player. Easily. You know?
No.
It's good scouting.
And
Birmingham City, a 16-year-old Birmingham City midfielder in the championship.
Facts.
He's worth $150 million. Probably the year after. Bottom.
This is what I'm saying. I think it's hard for scouts when you have a manager with no playing style like Oli. Should get easier now because Ten Hag will tell the scouts it's yeah, absolutely. But that comes back down to I agree with this, Chris. You know what I'm saying? And no, Mohammed, I'm not saying we'll never move that much in one summer as much as I don't think so. But what you said initially was the striker market being dead. It's not dead. The striker market is not dead. That's my initial point. Will Manchester United go? We need all types of players. We need more than 2 or 3. But it's all about building. You know what I'm saying? We had a great window this past window, but we still need more. And even if we go and get 4 or 5 players this summer, we still need more. But it's a process of signing players and getting players out. But I like how it's going. But I'm not hearing that the market is dead. No.
Think about what that would actually mean. If it literally, if let's say that was true, a striker market is dead. That would mean there are no good strikers anywhere in the world. Nowhere.
Yes.
That's what that would mean. That's false. No. So it's pretty easy to disprove that sort of nonsense.
Yeah, that means no strikers. Are we gonna wait for Brighton to go get a striker, him to perform, and then we're like, aye, and they say, yeah, 100 M's.
Right. It's like there are good players. Pele was an all-time great. Well, how come there are good players after him? You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like football. There's always been good footballers. So that means the market's not dead. You know what I mean?
The market's never dead. It's too, you know what? The market's too stacked to be dead. Because football is played worldwide.
Yeah.
And big up to
For
you.
fans,
Rap.
it's
Go
dead.
on. Go on, fam.
Sorry, I was
So
just
that's
going
my
to
point.
say,
Cool.
for fans, it looks dead because you don't follow Liga,
Yeah.
Primera Liga, Serie A, whatever the hell. Like, it looks dead just because you only watch Premier League or whatever the hell. Fine. But if you open your eyes and you watch more football or just do some more research, then you'll find that there are plenty. I mean, look at the players on your team.
Yes.
Every team in the world, they came from a nobody club somewhere. Yeah.
Unless they came through like the occasional one who came through your youth system you was talking about. But 99% of your top players were unknown at some point.
Right.
And you took them from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And Emma says here, Jude was getting a tour at OT before Dortmund came in. Our scouts have been good. They suggested the likes of Casiedo and Alvarez, but the board shut it down. And that ties into the point I was making, Emma, in regards to then people need to be looked at. The people making the final decision need to then be looked at. That's what I would say. Like, they need to. But that's everybody. And that's why Manchester United has been a shit show previously. But I like the way we're going because we're now signing quality players.
Yeah.
No one was talking about Martinez and Malacia. No one was talking about those two last season.
Except
Look at the impact they've had on our team, specifically Martinez. Casemiro, we know is quality. You know what I'm saying? Eriksen, we know is quality because we've seen them like on the main stage. Obviously, Eriksen playing in the Premier League as well. So yeah, that's what. Yo, we're at 73 likes. Let's get up to 80 likes. Yo, and we're one short actually of the target. Big up to you, look. One short.
The button.
Hit the subscribe button, man. We want to reach 4,940 before we close out, people.
Much likes.
before we close out Flawless, if you'll allow me to share the screen, I have something for Timo. Apparently, little video the boy Latimus Prime sent me. He said to share this. So here we go.
Oh, fuck me. Timo guy, man.
Yeah, what's this about, Timo? Why are you dancing? What is this about?
I don't know what Prime did, man. Honestly, like I don't know.
No, why was you dancing? What happened? Why was you dancing like this?
I forgot the context. I forgot the context. It was on during the most shop. I forgot what the context was.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's because Elena in it. So yeah.
All right, fair. I agree with all that, but people seem keen to just want to move people on without realizing that we don't actually move like Bowie and sign 10 players. So I just mean that we should be we should be realistic. That's why I said I wouldn't actively sell Martial. Said if a great offer came in for him, yes, because then we could use that money that we generated for him to then go get another striker. But I don't want any player to be moved on if we don't replace them. Even the players I don't rate. I don't want to see.
I haven't replaced Cavani.
I don't want to see McTominay moved on, even though I don't rate him, because then that leaves a hole in the squad. I don't want to see a Maguire moved on with no replacement. Because that's just, I don't even want to see an Elanga moved on with zero. Even bring through a youth player to take his place. Don't leave. Our squad is short anyway. Don't leave it even more short. That's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just dumb. I'm saying, man wants to go independent in the Sarcasm City TV jail twice, each to their own, innit? But yeah, I did let everyone out, you know what I'm saying, of Sarcasm City TV. And now we've had the same guy go in twice, innit? You're doing double life while we move. So yeah, anyone who's watching, listening, I did let everybody out of the Sarcasm City jail. So if you was blocked, fresh slate people, new year, new slate, everybody got pardons all around in it. So everybody's free now. Everybody's free. Yeah, man, created a fake page is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Man tried to bust case on a fake passport and that. Like, we know it's you, man. Man put on the mustache and that. And we don't know it's him. I'm saying.
Man did the Clark Kent Superman thing. Just put the glasses.
Yeah, man. Man put the glasses. Yeah, we know it's you, brother. Man did the Batman and Robin thing and just put the mask on over the eyes. And we got to hide our identity. Yeah, Egypt, man. I'm saying it's 20 to 2 in the morning, man. Go get help. You know what I'm saying? Go get help.
Look for Rashford.
What you say?
No, I was just reading the comment. Real Madrid might look for Rashford.
I don't see that happening. I don't see that. They got Vinicius Jr.
If he keeps doing like this, yeah, because he is on world class settings right now.
He's in world class form.
Yeah.
Form was world class. But you got help.
If he keeps doing it, then he might want to go to Real Madrid. I mean,
he's man born and bred in it. Like his dream is United.
Exactly.
Man.
Like
unless you're a Spanish player or unless you're a South American. I know Real Madrid and Barca's worldwide appeal, particularly with those guys from South America and Spain. They want to play for Real Madrid, probably priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not like if I don't know, let's just say not Palestri. Who's the other young kid? Garnacho.
Yes.
Garnacho might want to go to Real Madrid because he's playing for Man United, but like his dream, let's say.
Yeah. If you're Portuguese, Spanish speaking, that's your dream, 100%.
Yeah. Or Mexican.
You're Latin speaking. Yeah, if you're Latin. Yeah. Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Just like how if you're English, Dream Club it's most likely one of Man United, Liverpool, one of the big clubs. So
hey, Ruger, it is, isn't it? If we did lose Rashford, I've seen Manchester United lose better players. You think I'm losing sleep if we lose Rashford? Manchester United have go on, Victor, go on.
I was about to say you literally lost prime Ronaldo. Like you lost
prime Ronaldo, you know. I watched us lose the best player in the world at that point.
For 3 years in a row. Yeah.
I've watched Manchester United lose every single player that I am a fan of. I'm old enough. All of the Premier League legends, minus like the guys in the really early 90s, but anybody late 90s and onwards, I've seen us lose. My favorite United 11 I put out, I've seen us lose every single player.
What is your favorite
Everyone.
11? Do you know it off the top of your head?
Yeah, probably. Van der Sar in goal. Gary Neville right back. Left back's a toss up between Irwin and Evra. But I've seen us lose both of them.
There?
So, of course, Stam and Rio, seen them lose both of those. Keenan Scholes, seen us lose both of those. Ronaldo, seen us lose him. Giggs, seen us lose him. Andy Cole and Cantona, seen us lose him.
Andy Cole, all that.
Seen us lose our entire, and I could name another 11 we've lost people. So you think I'm gonna lose sleep over Marcus Rashford when I've seen the players that helped us win the treble?
Cantona was a short thing too. How long was
kind of not hurt because I was a kid at the time as well. I didn't get it.
How old was Cantona when he left?
He was 90. He left in 19. He left in 98. He left in 98 or 99. The season before. I think he lost the season before the treble. He lost the 98.
At United. He didn't spend really long, right? 4 or 5 years.
5 years. 5 years. I think it was.
Which isn't that.
No. It was like 5 years. So it was 98. I've seen us lose literally every single players repeated. I'm saying all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you might think I'm gonna lose sleep over Rashford. Like you crazy. You know what I'm saying in that? You crazy, 100%.
Lose sleep over Cristiano Ronaldo though.
I did that the first time, yes. The second time, no. The second time he was making me lose sleep when we signed him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Baines though. Baines is happy.
Yeah, Baines. That's Baines now, innit? You know what I'm saying? Shout out Statman Baines though.
Hey, uni hype, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Uni hype, man.
Yeah, it was either 97 or 98, one out of the two. So yeah, man, time to shine. Especially when you're young, because you don't understand it. When I'm young and we losing these players, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Obviously, you're more knowledgeable as you get older. I'm a kid. I don't know, what do you mean Cantona left? Like telling me Santa's not real at that age. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I thought these players just, go on forever. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean Beckham left?
Naive mindset, yeah.
I'm like, Keane, one of my favorite top 3 players of all. When Keane left, I was devastated. I didn't get that. I was like, what? Keane left. Beckham same. I don't understand it at that point. I'm like, what do you mean Beckham left? Huh? And he was like the nation's sweetheart at that point. Like he was the guy, he was the poster child for England and
before the World Cup thingy happened.
Yeah, it was 97. Yeah, 97 because you signed Sheringham and a free that summer. Yeah, but Andy Cole, that one. I'm like, what do you mean Andy Cole left? Like Steve said, you think these players will just play forever? I'm saying, at the time I didn't get it. Yeah, the list goes on and on. Anyway, you lot bump up the likes. We're 3 short of 80. We're 3 short of 80 likes. We're 1 short of the subscriber milestone, 4,940. We want to be 60 away or less away, 60 or less away from 5K. Yes, we just hit it. Salute to you lot.
Hey.
Big up you lot. We're at 4,940. We're now 60 away from 5K, people. 3 away. And Ruger says, flawless, your sleep schedule probably a madness late as fuck in the UK. Yes, it is. But you gotta get to work, man. You know what I'm saying? And that. While people are working, I'm working. While people are sleeping, I'm working. That's the way it's got to be, man. Gotta get to work if you want it. You gotta sacrifice some shit. And sometimes that's sleep.
I do overnight, so I'm in the same boat. I'm working.
That's what it is, man. So, I'm trying to be great, man. Ruger. That's what it is. I'm trying to be great. So that's what it is.
I'm trying to be a football manager scout. You know what I'm saying? Someone told me that today in my watch long, and I'm like, that's not the first time I heard that.
You know what? You should pursue it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't see why not. It's something you enjoy and it's something you're knowledgeable about already. And you get paid handsomely for it as well. If I was you, I would.
Do what you love. Not many people in this world have jobs that they truly are like, I love this. I actually want to be here. I feel like I'm actually doing. Yeah.
Good. Like I say, just Google that and look and get into that. You know what I'm saying? I think you should definitely, because you watch enough leagues anyway, and you're knowledgeable enough, and you'll just do that for the love. Okay. But yeah, Marcel said, new year, new slate. Yeah, man, everyone's out of Sarcasm City jail. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is. Hey, big up to Kali, says flawless. I caught the stream. Yeah, man, Kali, big up, man. We are gonna close out though shortly. Get your final few questions in as well. Danny says, Steve, I see you watch a lot of European football as well. Seeing as I'm a Spurs fan, what's your thoughts on Pedro Porro?
I like Pedro Porro a lot. For me, every year he just seems to get better because he used to be at Man City, if I'm not mistaken. His first year at Sporting Club de Portugal, he was all right. He was sharing minutes with another guy. I forget his name, but he's absolutely rapid, good deliveries into the box, up and down, defensively sound, athletic, very athletic. I'm a fan of the guy, absolutely. I think that'd be a great. I think that'd be a great signing for Spurs. But the problem is Conte going to play him? That I don't know. He should be, but shouldn't he have also been playing Jed Spence?
Yeah, that's nice. I don't get why.
You know what I mean?
Playing Jed Spence whatsoever.
Why is he choosing Doherty and Emerson Royale over what's his face over Jed Spence? Why? I don't know. So if you guys get Pedro Porro, cool. You have 4 right wing backs, awesome. But is Pedro Porro going to be the number 1? I got no idea. He should be. Pedro Porro and Jed Spence should be the 2 guys rotating. Chicken Royale should be out the door, and Doherty should be out the door. So that's my thoughts on Pedro Porro. But yeah,
Botman isn't talked about enough. Is he? No, his centre back partner Burns. Yeah, what's your thought?
3 center back in the Premier League. Sven Botman. Top 3 performance this year. Top 3.
And speaking of top 3, you know what I'm saying? One of the top 3 content creators in the game and that. My like Carefree Lewis G's in that building. Yes, family. What are you saying?
Charles. What's everyone saying?
Hey,
I'm glad, fam. Good to have you here. I feel like I've not spoke to you in time, fam. It's only been like 2 days. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just running through this Q&A and getting questions in and that from the people. You already know. You already know what time it is. Albert says, would you give Shaw a new contract, and do you want to keep playing him as a starting left back or transition him into centre back? His stamina looks not good enough. His fault for left back anymore. It depends on the deal. Like Luke Shaw's one of them. If we were to move on, I'm not gonna cry about him. I'm not gonna actively try and push him out of the door. But Eddie said it before, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but him as a backup centre back, I'm with. I think he's the perfect backup for Martinez and can do a job at left back. But yeah, I don't want to see him in the first team anymore. Not so much this season, but next season and the season after. Like you've been here, you're at almost at testimonial level. I can't continue to see you in the team and you just not be at it. So yeah, I would like to see him slowly get transitioned out. But if he's a squad player, like I said, I can't believe as a centre back, left-footed, why not? Why not? And Lewis Big up for 30K. Yo, Timo, are you sleeping? Timo.
Yeah, Timo, Lakers, they're losing. Wake up.
This guy's sleeping, you know.
He's actually
comedian, you know. What I'm saying. But yeah, again, big up to Lewis on the 30K subs as well, man. That's Congrats again, Lewis. You know what I'm saying. Congrats again. I leave this guy fell asleep, just hella snoring, you know.
Oh, you ass, bro.
Yo, man, Oh, time to shine. Saying, Who's he talk? Did they play the same system at Sporting? Is he talking about Pedro Porro?
Yeah.
Must be. I
Yeah,
know
did
I
they-
know he ain't talking about Sporting Kansas City. So,
Yeah. Did they play the same system? Do they play the same system? Did they play about three?
Not nearly as defensive, but they do wing backs on occasion. Sporting. It's usually a 3-4-3. It's usually, let me think here. They still got the fucking Uruguayan. Yeah, Sebastian Coates. He used to play for Sunderland, if I'm not mistaken. They got Jeremiah St. Just, who used to play at Mainz. Yeah, it is a 3-4-3. Manuel Ugarte as well. Nuno Santos. Pedro Gonçalves on the left. Paulinho in the middle, and Marcus Edwards off the right. And, yeah, Pedro Porro usually plays off the right. So a similar system, just much more offensive and better football in general. So, yeah, that's what Ruben Amorim plays at Sporting. So,
Right, big up you lot. We hit the 80 likes. Large up you lot. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Hit the 80 likes. We're also, look, obviously we went over the initial subscriber milestone. So we're now at 4,943. 2 more people. We're trying to get to 4,945 before we close out. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel as well. The link is underneath in the description, people. Big up to Emmanuel, says big up Flawless and the Mandem. I didn't know Chelsea fans still existed. I thought they only had new signings these days. Nah, they're still about, Emmanuel. I'm saying that.
They might sign me next.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Get the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard you when I seen you on your Q&A talking about being terrible in transition, fam. But we move. You feel me?
Yeah, just let me ping passes around and I'll be fine. I'll get like 3 assists.
There you go.
You do better numbers than Havertz. So.
I'll be in top
that's
5.
Not that hard to do.
Yeah. It's not really too hard.
There you go.
Hey, our team next season's gonna be different, bruv. I'm looking forward to it.
Eddie Shield for me. That's one of the signings of January. He's phenomenal. At Monaco, he was composed on the ball, but he was a bit error prone. So I would look out just because when you're so chilled out that it's a bit casual, and you make that mistake where it's like you were too relaxed. I think that. He slipped up a few times. I believe there's a Europa League game against either Trabzonspor or Crvena Zvezda where he made a mistake and it was like, what the hell are you doing, man? But now Eddie Shield is unreal. Really, really good. You got
such a great start.
Yeah? You got the 2 French starting you got the future 2 French starting center backs for me, Fofana and Badia Shield. Quality. Against Saliba at Arsenal.
It's going to be interesting to see what we do with Fofana and what we do with Koulibaly as well. We're actually going to get rid of him in the summer.
Right.
Because the one thing for me is the fucking wages. We've got him on 300k a week.
Yeah.
Backup? Will he be backup?
He could be, but for those wages, you really have him as backup. I think as a player, he could do a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
But, not my money, I guess.
Yeah. That's how you gotta look at it. 100%. You lot, 82 likes we're on. So let's get out to 90 likes. You know what I'm saying? 8 more likes. We just hit the subscriber mark. 4,945. Hey, big up to you lot, man. All right, let's aim for 5 more. Let's get it to 50 or less subscribers away from 5K, people. We are expeditiously, you know what I'm saying? So quickly accelerating towards this 5K. So big up to you lot. I'm saying who continue to subscribe as well. And again, I'm looking for mods as well. I'm putting together a mod squad. I keep talking about this. If you want to be a mod, I'm looking for mods just to pat in the chat. It's going to be like about 10 or 11 people when I add us all to a group chat. I know Steve said he's going to be involved. There's a couple others as well. As long as you're a regular here, if you want to be a mod, just shout. Just hit me up on the gram or drop your gram in the chat. And people, we're going to pat in that. Ravi says, question for Lewis. What do you hope Potter can do for Chelsea long term?
Win everything in the sport.
Yeah, I was about to say, win the lot, right?
Win everything, bruv.
Not some buffet bullshit like Klopp's doing, where it's just one of everything. Nah, bro, you want multiple. Yeah.
Nah, man, I want greediness. I want everything.
Yeah.
Our own dynasty, bruv. That's where Graham Potter can take us. Or at the very least, he can build a squad that's capable of it. And if we end up getting someone else after that, I'm cool with that. But I'm very, very confident in our long-term future.
Hey, Sam here with Eddie Howe, man, at Newcastle. We're cooking. We're cooking.
Yeah, you.
Hey, we can have our El Clasico. Let's go.
Hey,
Newcastle away is a great trip, even if we never
I've
fucking
heard,
win there.
I've heard so many people. It don't matter what fan. I've seen Bristol Rovers fans say they love going up to Newcastle in general. I've heard tons and tons of people, all fan bases, be like Newcastle away is class, even though the seats are way the hell up.
That staircase is long.
You need an oxygen mask or something.
I keep hearing about this away at Newcastle and that. The stairs is what I keep hearing about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to like warm up for that shit.
Elevator would be nice.
Yeah, or pretend you need something that needs a lift.
Yeah.
Go on a limp or something.
So it's all mad. So do Manchester City get money out of the Porro to Spurs deal if it happens? I don't know, do they?
I mean, I'll look on it on transfer market. I don't know off the top of my head. So
no stress. Have a look. I'm not sure about that.
Wait, they might have a sell-on clause.
Where did they sign him from?
Sign him from Man City?
No, where did Manchester City get him from?
Oh.
I think it was a youth academy, a youth product.
Oh, he actually came through their youth academy. Crazy.
If I'm not mistaken.
For some reason, I'm thinking Girona, but I don't think. Nah, hold on. I'll look it up. I don't know why I thought it was Girona. It might be.
Well, it's all good, man. It's all good. No stress. No stress.
Yeah.
Where else? I am Forces. Question for Lewis. For the Chelsea West Ham game, is Felix and Mudryk scoring against West Ham?
I fucking hope so, because we have a very shit record there. I hope anybody scores. No, we've won like 3 times there since they've moved.
Crazy.
Lost last season. Lost a couple times in the last few years.
You lost when they were last in a relegation battle when it was COVID times. No fans. You lost to them, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Rudiger letting Yarmolenko onto his left side.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
Our poor guy Seagut was getting dunked by Antonio left, right, and centre. It was peak, bro.
Rudiger Lampard season was not it, man.
Did Masuaku score that sick goal against you guys at home? Or was that against?
No, that was last season.
Right, or Mendy. Yes, it was against Chelsea. Yeah.
I remember I was in DR Sports for that. Saeed was trolling the fuck out of me. But I'll be real, by the 90th minute, I was actually getting triggered. I was trying to hold it all in. But then all I see is like, Christensen's got a yellow card. He's like, Danish Maldini, bruv. Danish Maldini in the book. I'm like, I can't be arsed for this shit.
Yeah, that's peak, yo. Yeah, that's peak.
Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. I was right about Pedro Porro. Girona. Started out at Rayo Vallecano under 19s, then went to Girona U19s, went to some Spanish club named Peralada, and then joined Girona on a permanent for €1 million. Sold to Man City for 10 million. Man City loaned him to Real Valladolid for 2 years, then loaned him to Sporting. Sporting bought him on a permanent for $8.5 million.
First?
Yeah, I remember watching Porto. Yeah, all right.
But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna close out this live stream, people. We are gonna close out. Steve, like I said, is here because he is a member of the channel. The link is in the pinned comment, people, for the membership. Check it out. People ask a lot, how do I get on the channel? One surefire way to get on the channel is via the membership. You have Steve here who's a member. Victor's also a member as well. So whether that's the YouTube or the Twitch you want to get on, or both people. Big up to Indiana, says Vego scoring before Gakpo. That's fire. That's fire. Big up Indiana. I hope to see the first 11
did he score tonight?
Yeah, Vego scored. Yeah. He scored. Rashford,
nice.
Vego, Bruno.
It's a good goal too.
It was a good goal.
Not like
a finish.
Exactly. Outside of the boot.
It was
opportunistic.
Yeah. Very much a striker's goal. Very much a striker's goal.
Yeah.
Like a midfielder, they don't score that. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. But Steve, anything you want to add? Let them know anything you've got coming up, all that good stuff, where they can find you.
Yeah. You can find me on my Twitter, Stove Mahala. All together is just right there. My YouTube is Strasbourg Steve. I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow. It's either going to be Ajax Volendam or Real Madrid Atletico Madrid. Probably Ajax, just because everyone's going to be doing it. You know,
Big up Ajax.
not big up Ajax, big up AZ Alkmaar, but fair enough. But no, but yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. That's what I got going on. So yeah,
Calm.
chilling.
Lewis out here bigging up. Hey, Lewis, let them know what you got coming up tomorrow as well, fam.
We got some sort of transfer stream on tomorrow, probably around 3. Don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'll figure it out. And yeah, lock in, people. And also like and subscribe if you ain't done already.
Yeah,
Need to get to 5K ASAP.
Yeah, man, we gonna get there, people. We are now, you know what I'm saying, just outside of 50 short. So we gonna get there. We're trying to get there in the final week of January. So but go subscribe to Lewis's channel, links underneath in the description. Go check out all Steve's socials as well. Hit the like button here, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. We're back tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. It will be Man United, but it's the Manchester United show. That'll be 4:30 p.m. So Yan City and myself talking both Manchester clubs, people. Then at midnight will be the Man United podcast you will get normally. So I'll be like fully talking about Manchester United. But everything I mentioned, all of this is on the upcoming live stream schedule, people. And again, keep talking about it. If you're a regular here and you want to be a moderator and putting together the mod squad, an elite, the Sarcasm City elite mod squad, people. So if you want to become a mod and help part in the chat, let me know. I'm looking for, like I said, a squad of 10 or 11. I know Steve will be one. Emmanuel popped up as well. So Emmanuel, I just hit you up on the gram. Either drop your app in the chat, people, or just DM me on Instagram. That's what it is. Like I said, all you have to be is just be a regular here. It's just to help pattern the chats for all the live streams in it when we go live.
Make sure Napier don't show up.
That's it. Say that again.
You make sure that Napier don't show up. No.
Oh no, he ain't showing up, that fool. He back in the jail. And that being said, speaking of that, obviously I've unblocked everybody, so everyone's out of the Sarcasm City jail as well, people in it. Like, of some Egypt's already gone back in, but hey, each to their own in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why everyone don't deserve second chances. But we move. Well, love to everyone who has locked in, and this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.